Back on The Blend this morning, we're joined by Tracy Wimmer, spokesperson for Consumers Energy. You just announced this cool initiative where you're giving electric vehicles to 5 nonprofits. So who are the nonprofits and why are you doing this?
Yeah, so we really, obviously we're trying to help power Michigan's clean energy transition with electric vehicles. And one of the ways we want to do that is making sure that they're accessible to everyone, right? They are the vehicles of the future, but everyone needs to be able to utilize them. And so we wanted to focus on nonprofits that we knew were doing outreach to various groups that might not normally have access to these types of vehicles.
Yeah, that's awesome. Talk about Power My Fleet. What is that?
Yeah, so it's the branch within Consumers Energy that's specifically focused on helping customers realize rebates, make the transition for their homes or for their organizations, their businesses. And we have funding set aside within Power My Fleet for specifically these types of things. So it's also where we, I mentioned before that we helped schools across the state get electric vehicle school buses, right?
Yeah.
So it's this same kind of programming. And like I said, it's really about making sure that everyone has access to this clean energy transition.
Well, and you think about it, they're electric vehicles, but they're accessible. So that's important.
Yeah, absolutely. People need to be able, from every background, from every ability type, need to be able to utilize these vehicles, and especially nonprofits that are helping thousands of people in their various communities, right? We have places in Midland, we have places in Grand Rapids, we have, and it's making sure that we're reaching a variety of communities, reaching a variety of abilities, and reaching a variety of customers.
And talk about the charging abilities now, how maybe that has evolved since when we first were introduced to electric vehicles, and it might take a long amount of time to charge a vehicle. And then how many hours do you get on it?
Yeah, and so it varies depending on the vehicle, right? But certainly the charging time has improved, and also one of the biggest things that's helping is that we're installing chargers with these. We're not just giving them the vehicles, we're also putting the chargers in as well. Yeah. And so we're trying to make it easier. We're trying to get more chargers online across the state. I mentioned earlier this year that we helped like multifamily complexes across the state have access to them as well. And so it really is about making sure not just that people have their vehicles, but people have the means to utilize them as well.
So you picked 5, you're going to do more in the future?
Yeah, yep. Power My Fleet's going to continue putting this funding aside and really looking at where we can do the most good.
Where can we find out more information? Can we go to your website?
Yep, consumersenergy.com.
I love that. You always are doing such great things. Consumers Energy is really changing, life in Michigan. So I love that. We'll put your information on the screen, consumersenergy.com, or you can give them a call at 800-477-5050. Tracy, good to see you again.
Thank you guys so much.